Even when I've left, I do right by you. I'll be your everything, your blue sky. I go to war, I'll fight. Damn right. Even when I've left, I do right by you. I'll be your everything, your blue sky. I want that forever love for the moment, and all your pain to be broken. See, when I look in that smile, all your beauty is spoken. I love the vibes that you carry. I see the spark of your motion, and when I see that you're down, I put the waves to your ocean. I'll be the first to admit, I know I have a lot of flaws, but nothing you couldn't fix. You're gorgeous, from your mind to your heart, straight to your hips. I want that never-ending ride, so baby, get with the script. We're on a different route.
All right.
What do you mean? We need the question.
I'm trying to talk here. All right, y'all. Let's do this. What is good, YouTube? It's your boy YIC
and Michelle.
You really thought I was gonna do the intro like that? What's up?
You look really cute like that.
Look at that. Hey, stop trying to gas me up. Come on, stop. What is good, YouTube? It's your boy YIC
and Michelle.
And we're back, man. It's been 6 months since we actually did this video before. So obviously
get your own arm right.
I basically posted on a community tab and asked you guys, you know, to give us questions that you want us to answer for you guys. We're gonna pull up your comments like anywhere on the screen. We'll pull up your comments. We'll actually just give you guys our honest, the honest truth, right?
Honest truth.
The honest truth. And it's been what, 6 months? Didn't I say 6 months?
Mm-hmm.
6 months, literally, yo.
Yeah.
We slacking on these Q&As. We is slacking on these Q&As.
We are.
I want to say we got over like 50 something comments, but we're only going to answer about like 10 of them. So we went down and we scrolled through to the 10 best ones that we thought, you know, would be like really good to try to answer for you guys. So except like the simple, you know, questions that they always ask, like what's your favorite color, or like when do you guys meet? Like we actually have tons of
answered multiple times.
Yeah, we have tons of Q&As where we probably answer the same question like multiple times in the video. So if you ever look up just Q&As with YIC and Michelle, and then you guys will be able to see all the other questions that we have answered for you guys that were around that, you know, them kind of questions. But we're gonna be doing it right now. And without further ado, you ready to jump straight into it?
I'm ready.
Are you guys ready too? Yeah, we might do. We got to do more like this too, though. We can't just like, you know, we can't not. So I actually screenshotted the questions, so I'm just gonna read them off here, and then I'm gonna, you know, just read off the person's name. Did you want me to just read them off the whole time, or did you want to read it? Okay. And this right here is by L Hens. He says, YIC, this is not a question, but I want to tell you to keep up the grind. Michelle, how do you feel about your man's listening to music while talking to a camera? How do you feel about that?
I mean, it's normal now, but like, is he asking for like whenever I'm like in a different room?
Like if you're upstairs in the room or something, yeah, and then you hear me in here, just like you hear the music, but you hear me just talking to the camera in here, like basically talking to them, but them really not being in here. Is it like an awkward thing, or is it?
It was at first.
So you thought I was a weirdo, like a
I did. Like I said, after a while, I was just like, up, he's doing videos. I mean, there is sometimes he'll be down here talking, and I'm like, I don't know if he's talking to the camera. I don't know if he's talking to his cousin on the phone. So I'm like, I'm not gonna lie, like I sneak and I listen. I listen, but.
Cause sometimes when you Pornhub, like I'll be on there, I'll be like, and then I'll just be like, yo, this feels like, and you think I'm talking to the camera, but my camera don't even be on with this hand.
Ew.
All right. So that answers your question, L Hands. Yes, I am a completely fucking weirdo to my girlfriend. Other than that, we have another question by Prince, and it's spelled a little bit different, but it's Prince Music. And you know, shout out to you for rocking with the channel, bro. He says, I am a SoundCloud artist, and I personally think that your music ain't that bad. Do you plan on making anything out of it, or is it just a hobby? So you can answer this for me as well, right? Since day one, did I jump on the YouTube stuff first, or the music stuff first?
Ever since I've known you, it was music.
Exactly. I first started off with music. That's a lot of people don't know that about me. A lot of people think I just started from the reaction stuff, and then over time just started dropping music after that. I have songs from when I was like 15, 16 years old, sitting in the closet, you know, rapping over like random instrumentals from like back in the day.
We're gonna have to react to some of those.
We can react to some of them if you guys want us to. I actually have the video still, but I started off with the music stuff like that, and I just worked my way up into like, you know, eventually just doing this like, you know, reaction and stuff type stuff on my channel. And then from there, you know, it basically progressed with my music over time, because I was starting to get a lot more feedback from you guys whenever it came down to it, because not only were you listening to the music that I was reacting to, but you were also listening to my music, which made it, you know, very good, because it brought a fan base that was like music fans, so it pushed a lot of fan base to that as well. So, oh yes, and I do plan on making something out of it, bro. Just a matter of time, This looks like somebody that might be new to the channel, because usually I stick up with the comments, and you stick up with the comments as well. We usually scroll through and either comment back or heart. You know, I heart you guys sometimes, most of the time actually a lot, because I just, you know, I just gotta show love back to you guys. But this seems like a new one that just jumped on the channel. Her name is Passion T. Do you remember seeing her at all?
I don't think.
And she said, if you and Michelle would travel anywhere in the world, where would it be, and why did you travel there? If you could travel anywhere, I'm talking like the Pacific Islands of hell, like I don't even know, like just anything, even if it's Trippie Redd's house. I would rather go somewhere where you want to follow your goals and passions. So why would you want to, you know, what a vacation thing or just an actual moving thing? Was it vacation?
Yeah, probably, if you can go anywhere. Just
want to go somewhere, you know, like United Kingdom or something, just so I can like meet people that, you know, just like different all around it. They're just, the aspect of it would be so much different and cool at the same time. Plus I got a lot of fan base over in the UK, so that would actually be cool. Now I already know where you would want to go. To my bedroom, girl.
I've always wanted to go to Jamaica. I don't know why.
Cause she likes dreads. Hey. Okay, now why would you want to go to Jamaica?
It's just like the parts that I've like seen, like it's just really beautiful. Like I know people like honeymoon there, and like I've seen pictures, and it's just beautiful, and it just seems like a relaxing like time that I would need. Yeah, man.
Anyways, if you are new to the channel, Passion T, you know, welcome to the channel, and let's get it for the next question. This right here is by Alexander Dixon. Wow. All right, this question goes out to the both of you. YIC and Michelle, in your older videos, even in the post that you talked about God, do you guys read the Bible and do studies, or do you just believe? I don't know. I'm thinking outside the box, and it's positive.
For me,
keep it real.
I'm
facts.
Keep it real.
Because your mom be watching.
I'm gonna keep it real. When I was little, growing up, I would go to church. I would like do Bible study. I would sit there and read my Bible. And as I got older, I kind of faded away and stepped back. I mean, I still believe in God. My dad is a minister. You know, my mom's real into you know, into like is real religious also.
So you trying to have one up on me?
So no, I'm just stating, like, so like I was raised on it. It's just me personally, I stepped away from it. I mean, I shouldn't have, and I should go back, but I stepped away from it. But I do believe in God.
Damn, you got deep. I'm gonna just say, yeah. It's like, no. Obviously, I do. Actually, believe it or not, you know, something I always tell Michelle that you guys probably don't even know whatsoever. Literally, whenever I'm reacting to music and stuff, I'm always reacting to hip hop stuff. I'm always doing stuff like that. But all around, literally, like whenever I go to eat, don't I pray? I legit pray whenever I eat. You know, sometimes I'll even try to get on her. I'm like, yo, did you pray before you ate? You know, stuff like that. You know, I do believe in God. I actually, just like similar to yours, I went whenever I was younger. And, you know, especially with my grandma before she passed away and everything. But now I don't really go as much. Do I still believe? Yes. Do I still pray? Yes. While I'm on my way to work, I actually sit there and I pray like all the time. Literally, I even come home singing gospel songs because on my way to work, I also listen to gospel music. I just don't listen to, you know, I don't know why, but I just feel like you would have a mixture. If I listen to gospel music on reactions and stuff here, that mixture would be bad in between the same channel. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like you're listening to trap type music and stuff, and you're listening to like gospel music on the same channel, that you're gonna have a fan base that just interacts with each other a way that you don't want it to happen. So that's why, you know, I really can't do that whenever it comes to that. But I would never be ashamed to tell people that I do, you know, listen to church songs and stuff all the freaking time, and I literally will be singing it. That's just the way it is. But I do believe, and we are children of God. Let's go. This one right here is by Jermaine Eugene Benjamin Ulmer. He said, YICReacts, how did you get into the YouTube business, and how did you get into the music business? Like I said, the music business, well, technically, like I said, I started off with music. And, you know, as any artist, you would think that you're really popping, but in all reality, I wanted to do something that most people didn't do, and I ended up, number one thing I would say I did the most is I pushed myself like no other. Literally, I spent tons and tons, probably thousands and thousands of dollars over time, you know, trying to invest in myself. I remember whenever I first got with him, it was probably like a year in, we were dating, maybe, not even. Okay, be honest. He ordered, we sat at my computer and we printed out a whole bunch of CDs. Yeah, we actually got a whole bunch of cover photos, a list for the back that had songs on it. We were up for hours. Actually, do I even have one of them pictures in here? I don't know. That was actually my first mixtape cover. YIC. How old was I? That was forever ago. Literally.
Yeah, you took that before I even met you.
Now these songs right here, these songs aren't really out anymore because I was like, yo, nah, it wasn't that. But I have like the back of it, you know, my songs and everything that was on there. All around, you know, I think these are hard as heck. What did you think about these covers that I made? Literally, I made them myself, printed them out, and then me and her printed out thousands of them on the computer. Now, the YouTube business, I would say, literally, this is what made me start doing YouTube. Whenever I was sitting down one day, it was in our first house, that basically the first house that you guys seen if you were since, you know, the day ones of watching us on YouTube. That house right there, you know, I was sitting down coming home from work one day, and I'm sitting there every single night. I'm eating on the couch. It'd be like 2 in the morning, and I would just watch YouTube on TV. And the channel that I would watch all the time was CJ So Cool. I'm pretty sure a lot of people know him. He started blowing up from reactions and stuff too, and actually took off like crazy. Now he has over millions of like subscribers and everything, and he does music as well. He's actually doing his thing, and big props to him. But I used to watch him since like day one, and I was like, yo, I feel like, you know, with a personality that I have, I feel like I can legit do something like that. So I ended up jumping onto that train, and I want to say what, the first 1 or 2 days I ended up reacting to a Rihanna song. I forget, that was my first reaction. It was a Rihanna song with the most quality, everything was just horrible. But I reacted to that, and I want to say I woke up one day and it was like 6,000 views, like 8,000 views, and it just kept going up. And I'm like, yo, free. I was like, I'm about to just start reacting to music and stuff now. So I ended up starting to react to more and more music over time. I was reacting to a lot of Logic, NF, just a lot of artists like that, for just a whole bunch of people like that. And I want to say from there, I just kept seeing these videos climb. Then I hit like my first 100,000 views. I hit like my first like 200, 300,000 views. I'm like, oh my gosh. And you know, it had its flaws. Like sometimes it, you know, the views would go down, and then you have that 1 or 2 or 3 videos a week that just start blowing up and stuff. So it's always like a back and forth thing. All around, that's how I started. I don't want to get too far into that, you know, because I talk a lot. I will talk a lot, especially when it comes to like my dreams and stuff. Please tell them how much I talk. I don't never shut up, man. I don't never shut up. I'll sit there on the couch with her and just like I'm doing right now, just keep going at it, keep going at it. All right, this question right here is by Jacqueline Ryan. She said, I am a young female working for everything I get, from paying for nursing school by working 2 jobs to simply saving up to get a car and move out. Any words of advice, motivation, or encouragement?
I know, I understand what you're going through.
Yeah, because you basically do school online.
Yep, I'm a full-time student. I work full-time. We have 2 kids, you know, so, but I mean, like, there's times where, like, you always want to give up. You always want to be like, you know what, screw it, I'm done. But you just gotta keep reminding yourself what you're doing it for.
True. And
that pushes you to keep going. So I would say, girl, it's a struggle, but keep on going, doing your thing, be that strong person that you can be. And once you reach your goals, you will be so proud of yourself, and you'll look back and you'll be like, I never thought I could do it, but here I am. And hell, I'm not gonna lie, even in my perspective, I'm gonna look at people and I'm gonna prove them wrong, because people think that because I have 2 kids and because I work full-time, I don't have time to go to school, or I'm not gonna make something of myself, and I am. So we'll just prove them all wrong, keep pushing, keep grinding, and you got it.
Facts, bro. Facts. Honestly, I feel like, you know, advice I would say just from like a perspective out of my eyes, just from like how I grew. So yeah, we had our first daughter, then, you know, she was still young whenever I started off doing YouTube. We ended up having, you know, our other kid. You know, I do work full time, you know, as well as that. And then up late nights, like, I mean, late nights till like 5, 6, even 7 in the morning sometimes, doing videos for you guys. So, you know, yes, I understand what it is. Advice I would say for just keep pushing. You know, sometimes it gets tiring, which it really fucking does. Or the motivation I would say to give her is pretty much, she's already on point with that. If she says she has 2 jobs, you know, she goes to nursing school and, you know, everything like that, I feel like then that right there is already motivation in my eyes. I just continue with it. So following along with that right there's another person that asked us a question. His name is Days Edits, and he said, have you ever had times on YouTube when you felt like giving up? Yes. She sees that I was so bipolar with YouTube. I still have my flaws today. Like, I legit be like, you know, I can't do it no more. This is going wrong, that's going wrong, blah blah blah. But sometimes you just have to just be quiet and not look at the wrong. You need to just look at the right. You know, obviously you know, everything's not just gonna be easy, and you know, you do gotta grind for what you want. The worst part about me wanting to give up would always be because I see, like, at first I'm like, you know, sometimes you have them like popular moments, and then out of nowhere I have them moments where it feels like my channel is just like slowly dying because of like the views going down, but then out of nowhere like it'll start picking back up and all my views will just go crazy again. So like it's just like a bipolar channel, so it'd be having me like bipolar. But all around, would I ever give up? No, I wouldn't give up until YouTube deletes my channel or some crazy happens, and you know, I don't know, but I'm never going to delete my channel, so I'm just going to keep grinding hardcore with the music, you know, the pranks that me and her are going to do, the family vlogs, the reactions for sure, everything all around, man. So her name Danielle, is that Siever? I don't know. She said, how has life changed with the second baby? How would you say? Because it's more, it affects a woman more because you were the one that's pregnant. So how would you say it feels, or what has changed
everything, like my daily routines. You know, Soraya's in school, so I have to wake up, I have to take her to school, plus Amari, he's still eating every like 4 hours now, so like every 4 hours I'm up feeding him, and then I'm gonna be going back to work soon, so then I'll be starting work. So a lot is changed to where it's gonna take some getting used to. There's times I literally want to break down and cry and just say I can't do this. But
let's fight another day.
But you know, that's all part of being a mom. Especially now, my hormones are still all out of whack. I mean, I love my kids. I wouldn't change it for the world.
Amen. I do too. My little boy, like, Oscar, I can't stop kissing his chubby little neck. Like, this boy's little neck, this boy's head. He's just so tiny. But like, I was like that with my daughter too. Like, you just want to hold him and cuddle him the whole time. But I just will tell you this, man. Don't go out having kids just to have kids. But just know that when you do have kids, they are a blessing. I don't understand how these crazy people in this world do some crazy shit to kids, man. Because having a kid is a true blessing. Like, I love just watching my daughter grow every single day. Like, from watching her when she was just like really young to like now she's basically, you know, she's able to say no, she's able to say yes, she's able to just like mommy, daddy, or just be the silly, you know, person you can be as you get older. Love my daughter, man.
And that's another thing, like, you cherish those moments and you notice something different about them every single day.
Which is another reason why we do YouTube. I tell them that, I tell everybody that. I would love for whenever I'm old, sitting in a nursing home or wherever I'm going to be whenever I am old, I would love to just sit back, you know, get on YouTube. I'm pretty sure YouTube's still going to be around by then. Get on YouTube and just sit back and watch all the memories throughout my life that I have on YouTube. Like, just watching my daughter grow, watching my son grow, watching us grow, watching everything grow. Us as a family on YouTube would be just like something like really amazing to see.
That, and it would be good to pass down to like our great-great-grandkids.
Like, hey, Soraya, you know, once me and Michelle's old, you and your brother Amari can sit there and y'all can take over the channel now and do what y'all got to do. Because my son about to get dreads real soon. Yes, he is. One last question. This is gonna be a hard question, but I'm gonna answer it anyway. This right here is by some girl named Liz, and she said, if you, YC, was stuck in a room with Michelle and Soraya, which one would you save first and why?
Can I answer that?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What are you answering for?
Can I give you my opinion?
Okay, yes.
I personally would rather have him save Soraya.
True. True. But what would I say?
Soraya.
Hey. Okay, I just feel like, okay, I don't care what nobody says. I feel like any man out there, he's gonna want to do anything he can to, you know, try to save his girlfriend, his wife, anybody that's in that sort. But one thing a man won't be able to ever do is let like the little girl staying there while, you know, he's trying to save an adult. There's no way. You'll probably have more of a breakdown over your daughter than you will. I mean, either way you're gonna have a breakdown, but I'm pretty sure you guys know what I mean. But would I try to save both of you? Yeah, I'd rather try to save both of you.
No, he wouldn't. He would leave.
No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't, because how's our hat both gonna say YC and Michelle if I leave you? Then it's gonna be YC. So I'm gonna need you to take them stitches out now or whatever's gonna happen, because
you don't even know what you're saying.
I do know what I'm saying. But anyways, I would say, you know, I'm not gonna try to be funny. I'm not gonna try to be a superhero or anything like that. But most likely, with these guns, with this power of the hour, I'd be able to pick you and Soraya up. Once I was gonna be like, But either way, we're gonna get to where we need to be. And hopefully, hopefully I got 2 working arms out there. I'm joking.
You're such an ass.
Hey, you got one, so what's up? But anyways, you already know what time it is. That was right there was our Q&A. We answered your guys' questions. We put your things up there. We might do another one probably within like a week or 2 from here. But I want you guys to get deeper into, I know you guys asked some different questions than you normally did. But I want you guys to dig deep in the next one. So in this video right here in general, we're going to feed off at this one. Make sure you post down comments that you want to ask us for the next one that we do. So when we do a next one, I'll read back from this video right here, and I won't even have to post it on the community tab. I will give you guys this one right here to just, you know, comment on and let us know what you, just ask us questions.
They can be anything.
Anything.
Like,
I mean, deep down secrets.
Tell you the truth no matter what.
I'm talking
so whatever
secrets.
You guys want to know, ask.
If you want to know if I'm 20 seconds, 30 seconds, or an hour, I don't know. Oh, yeah, right. So, you already know what time it is. Definitely make sure you stay tuned for more videos. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook. Everything will be in the description below. You follow us, we'll follow you right back. Also, go do me a favor. Go check out all the past videos that we have done. There's some lit past videos, and if you miss them, that's your own fault. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. You already know what time it is. Your boy YIC Reacts.
And Michelle.
And we are out.